Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Hope you're all doing well.
Welcome, welcome. It feels like forever since we've done these, but it's because we've recorded like so many in a row
We
that
did, and then we've had a bit of a break. And now,
you've had a break.
well, I've had a
Actually,
break.
we've both had a break, but a break from the podcast, whereas you've actually had a break.
Yes, I've actually had a break, although I don't feel like I've had a break.
Blame the jet lag.
That's just the jet lag, yeah, the long traveling. And actually, I didn't say I did get a cold for like 2 days whilst I was there as well, but so did Sam. So probably picked that up from a plane or
I
something.
mean, I feel like you sound a bit coldy now.
Yeah, do you know, it was weird because it did kind of go and then it today and yesterday I felt like it's just kind of come back a little bit. But
But I think as well when you're tired, oh my God, like I think my hay fever's been I don't really get hay fever, but this year apparently you've got it. And today, because I'm like really tired today, I feel like I feel more coldy than I what like have been.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Mm,
I think, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, what time is it for me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m.
Oh Jesus, bedtime. Right, good night. Thanks for listening to the
See you
podcast. I was
later.
off to bed.
Oh dear. No, I'm gonna make it till, well, I've got to cook dinner and I've got to make it till at least 8 p.m. tonight, I reckon. So
8 p.m.
we'll give it
Okay.
a go.
Just go out for some walks and stuff. Keep yourself awake.
No, I know.
Don't sit on
Yeah.
the sofa. That'll make you sleepy.
Oh, well, I've got a couple more clients later and then I need to have dinner. So that will keep me awake till at least like 7 anyway.
I love it.
Anyway,
You gotta
anyway,
turn up for your clients.
just
Yeah.
today we're not just having a chat. We are going to be talking about strength training and why it's you should choose it over cardio. We'll also explain a little bit why cardio is also good for you too. Like there's we're not saying cardio is bad, but yeah, we're going to be talking about the pros, why strength training is good, and yeah, how it supports your wellness journey, shall we say?
Yeah, that's nice. Your wellness journey. Yeah, absolutely. Because I think the most of people, wow, okay, right. I think a lot of people, especially women, tend to go more towards the I'll do all the cardio in the world, like, but weights, absolutely not. Like, I'm not saying this is everyone, but this is the majority. The split is
Yeah.
normally more cardio than weights.
Do you think that's still because I know obviously like when me and you both started, we both spoken about it before, how we would go on like the cross trainer or go on the treadmill and it was always cardio. Um, but yeah, do you find like speaking to women that that's mostly still the case? If they don't do strength, it's still like, yeah, need to do my cardio.
100%. And I also think that people going to gyms, like a lot of women will just go to cardio because
Mm,
they feel safe on that. It's like, I know how to run, I know how to walk, I can get on a cross trainer and just do this.
mm,
Whereas, like, and not every gym, but a lot of gyms, the cardio section's like the first bit you come to. So you're like, oh,
yeah,
quick, I'll run on there and I'll get on that.
yeah,
Whereas like the weights, it's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have a clue. How do I set that up? I don't know what weight I'm doing. I don't know what muscle I'm using. Like it's way more complicated to do that than get on a machine and press go.
definitely. And it's way less intimidating because there's usually quite a lot of the cardio equipment free, isn't there? There's not like lots of people grunting and making weird noises and stuff on the cardio machine. So it's yeah. And like you say, it's kind of there as you walk in as well. So you don't got like go and find a spot and all that kind of stuff. So
No. Because
yeah,
if you don't do that, people just tend to, okay, where can I hide? What bit can I hide in? Where are the like, is there a mat around the corner where I can go and get on? Like, do you know what I mean? Like that is another space in the gym that's probably highly used by women because they're like, oh, I feel safe around this corner, no one's watching me.
mm, yeah, definitely. I think as well, classes are another big one, aren't they? I find a lot of women will go, "Oh, I just like to do the classes," which again is not a problem at all. Like it's still moving your body, it's still exercise. But a lot of the classes, well, there's so many, isn't there now? But there's yoga, the Pilates, there's all the I don't know, do they still do Zumba? I don't even know if they do Zumba and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zumba, high rocks, like
High
kind of
rocks.
classes.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different ones that you can go and do. Yeah, body combat. What
Body.
else? Body pump.
Yeah.
That's
I like body
popular.
pump.
Although I'm not a fan of body pump either.
No.
One, I used to do it. I used to always do it. Like
Did
I'd try
you?
and go heavier than the weights that the teacher would do. And then like,
Course.
you know, when you're like 5 minutes in and I've got like 20 kilos on my back trying to squat for 5 minutes. Well, that's just stupid. Like who does that? Like, you know, it's like, oh yes, I made it through. Like, but it's just silly. Like, in my opinion anyway.
What, you think the
Like
class is silly? Or you think,
yeah, I
yeah,
hate it. I hate everything about it. Like doing that many reps, like for like 5 minutes, like
yeah,
and like yeah, and a lot of them, oh, not a lot of them, but some of the gyms have like virtual body pump. That's even worse
mm,
because I remember doing it with a couple of my clients. They're like, "Oh, I just want to go in and do body pump," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, it wouldn't be what I'd advise, but let me come with you. I'll do it with you so I can check your form, make sure it's fine." I go in there and literally, like there's the bent over row, a track with bent over rows, or like deadlift, like clean and press, things like that, where you have to have a flat back as you come down, and everyone's like rounding their spine. All the forms are so wrong. Forms are so wrong. The form is so wrong, and I'm in there having a fit at the back, thinking, "Oh my God!" Like there's all these women. There's like a class of like 30 people in front of this screen,
yeah.
and the majority of people are not doing it correctly.
I just
Like
think
I
if you
think.
want to get injured,
Oh,
go to body
that
pump.
is the way you're gonna do it. Yeah, 100%. That's why when people say that's what I do, and I'm like, oh, can we maybe try not to? Like, I'd rather you go to like
Do a
something
cardio
with
one,
less reps.
actually, over body
Yeah,
pump. Do a cardio one.
yeah, absolutely. Like, or or if you're really going to go to body pump, get a PT first, understand how to do the move, understand like the form and everything you should do before you go in and do that. Not that I'm advocating that, but if you're going to do
Yeah.
it, make sure you know your form is properly, like you know how to do it before you go in there. Because yeah, but again, like you say, I'd rather you go and get on a cross trainer for 40 minutes.
Well, there might be a teacher, but you've got to think there's so many people in those kind of classes, they can't be checking on your form like the whole time. So it's
Mm,
not the same as like, they do have a lot of those classes, don't they, where they might have like 8 people in it, for example, and they might do a bit of a circuit class or something like they did at Pure Gym and stuff like that. And I think they're quite good
yeah,
because there's less people in there, so the trainers can actually come around and check you all and go, "Yeah, you're doing that right," and stuff like that. So I think those classes, but body pump is like what 20, 30, I don't know, but they're always
yeah.
packed full of people and you're doing the reps so fast and they're doing it at the front of the class so they're not watching you really so
Yeah,
yeah.
they can't walk around because you've got to
No.
follow them and they've got to do it to the music.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, they literally can't check your form. So it's really high
No.
risk.
Yeah, it really is. Like when I used to do this, the classes at Pure, like I remember once I put dead bugs in. Well, that's the last time I put dead bugs in. And I also put in like TRX, like jackknife things in once. That
Yeah.
was the last time I did that because I spent all my time on these two stations because one, people couldn't get their feet in the bloody TRX thing. And then two, dead bugs. Everyone looks like they're like swimming, arms and
Uh,
legs are going. And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, right, coordination here is a problem for like everyone or the majority. So then I was like, right, I can never put that in, never put that in. Make sure you, when you, if you do that, if I've got a small class, okay, maybe we'll put some bent over rows in because it's easier to teach someone. But you have like, well, for me, I always thought, okay, I've got a big class today. I have to make this simple, like where
Yeah.
most people understand the form. Because if you're putting really complicated shit in there, yeah, you can't help everyone.
It's hard enough doing one-to-one doing dead bugs. So
Yeah,
it takes a lot
it
of
is.
dedication to get people to do those right. They are hard, so it's understandable. But yeah, trying to get 8, 10, 20 people doing it in one class, I can imagine is not.
Yeah. And then, like you say, if you're then trying to do like a body pump class and like you're doing like a clean and press is so freaking hard. Again, one to one. It takes me ages
Mhm.
to teach people. Like some people get it really quick, other people, their arms are out, like they're not keeping
It's
the bar close
hard.
to their body, like and all this stuff. How are you then supposed to like teach 30 people when you're supposed to be doing it to the
Mm,
music? There's no time to go through your form.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's like I understand the concept of the class and I understand why they've done it, but also at the same time, just don't.
Also, in terms of like growing your muscles and stuff, it's not really like it's a lot of like like muscle endurance rather than actually building your muscle. So if you're wanting to like get stronger and stuff, it's not really, yes, obviously you can increase your weights and things, but it's not the best thing to do for like strength training and getting stronger
Yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
yeah. So if you're looking at that, like reps from like 1 to 7, I like your strength, and then you're looking at 8 to 12 for like hypertrophy, so building muscle, and then like 12 onwards for endurance, and
Yeah.
they're all good for you in some way, shape, or form. Like your sweet spot's probably 8 to 12 if you want to build muscle and get toned.
Yeah.
Um, but it's also good to do a mix of it. So you might see in a program that someone creates, you might get, okay, we're going to go for squats and it's going to be 3 sets of 4 reps because we want you to go heavy. And then later in there might be something in there that's like, okay, let's do I don't know, leg extensions, let's do 3 sets of 10. But then you might find you'll have like bicep curls in there somewhere. Don't take these like these exercises
Literally,
as the
yeah.
program, but literally. But then you might have bicep curls in there, and you're going to go, right, we want between 10 and 15 because
Yeah.
we're not trying to get really strong on your biceps or whatever. We want endurance. We want to be able to lift stuff. We want to move stuff and do things for longer, holding
Yeah.
babies. Like you need to do bicep curls to do that shit. But yeah, it's good to have a mix of them rather than just focusing on one. So if you're doing
Yeah.
body pump all the time, you're not getting the benefits of becoming stronger and having more of that muscle tone.
No, exactly. You're just focusing on that one. So yeah, but anyway, we'll stop slagging off body pump now. That wasn't what this was meant to be about, but it's good. It's good people to know because it is one that a lot of people do, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I used to have to teach it as well. I used to have to teach it at one of the gyms I worked in, and they weren't allowed to call it that. It was like something else, and they're like, right, you have to make up the routine. You have to do this. Oh my God! Like I was out in the garden with, what track can I use? Let's pick a bit of music. Let's figure it out. Oh, it's awful. God, awful trying to do reps to music. I hated every minute of it. When I left there, I was like, thank God. Like I screwed it up every week. I was like, oh, we're not. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Just keep going.
Stuff that I never had to do body
Oh.
pump. What did I? I think I just did the circuits
Mm.
at David Lloyd, and then I did maybe a hit class. I think I took that over for a bit. That was all right. I didn't have to do that. Just kind of told them what to do and then walked around. So yeah, well done. So that was
Keep
okay. I
going.
think I did
Yeah.
maybe Blaze a couple of times because I think they got it in, did they? I can't remember now. Anyway, who cares?
Don't do it anymore. But yeah. Yeah. So I do think, yeah, a lot of people will go towards the cardio machines, the classes, and yeah, I think they think as well, a lot of people are like, well, I need to do cardio because I'm going to lose more fat.
Yeah.
Or if I do weights, I'm going to get too bulky. That is still like, it blows my mind that this is still like a thing. And I always think, oh, like we're out of this now. Like people don't think
Yeah.
this way because I'm in such a bubble of people that don't think that way.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you talk to other people, I'm like, oh God, okay, no, people still think this way.
It is interesting, isn't it? Like the whole bulky thing, because yeah, like you say, we're in a bubble where people don't believe that because that, our clients know that. But yeah, it is I don't know where it really came from. Oh, I suppose it is you just probably see men at the gym, don't you? And then,
Mm,
or like if you see someone promoting a gym, there's often a picture of a really toned or woman with bigger muscles than generally. That's probably been like enhanced, or she's probably got a lot of body oil. She's probably like posing. She's probably, all that kind of stuff. Just generally genetically is probably a little bit more muscular than the general woman. So you're seeing
mm.
those images, I would imagine, and then that's what's giving that opinion. Or
Yeah,
like bodybuilders, all that kind of stuff that are like But even like bodybuilders, if you actually see them, like women that are in competitions, they're yes, they're very defined, but they're not like huge like the men.
Mm. No, they're not, but
Like, but you can understand why women would
yeah.
look at them and think, I don't want to look like that. Potentially,
Yeah.
obviously, people might do,
Oh, 100%.
but
Yeah, because I look at people like that and think I don't want to look like that, but
no,
I lift a shit ton of weights and I do not look like
no.
that.
But they have to train in a very particular way, don't they, to get to
Yeah,
look
and you
like that.
think
And
their job is mainly to
yeah,
that is their job. So they can spend hours and hours and hours. They're really meticulous with their food. Like they have
mm,
to be like so precise. Like
yeah,
it's their job to be like that. Like, I just, yeah. So I understand why people would look at it and go, no, I don't want to be like that. Because like I said, I look at that and go, I would never want to do that or be like that. Absolutely not.
no.
Like,
I want to live that
but
lifestyle either, where you have to be that meticulous about what you're eating and
no.
training. Like, I just that's not life for me. I can't-
Having low energy, like low energy and all that, like especially when it comes up to competition, like potentially losing your periods, probably losing your periods and
Yeah,
stuff like that. It's just not good for you. It's an extreme, isn't it? It's the same
yeah,
as like being the opposite and being like obese. It's an extreme.
yeah, yeah. So, like, realistically, it's really, really hard to get like that. So, you just adding, 2, 3 workouts into your week, it's not gonna, it's not gonna make you look like that.
No,
It's just not.
no, it's not. No. And like, yeah, I mean, you'd have to find the right person to train you to get like that too, because I wouldn't want to train anyone that wanted to be like that.
Me neither. Me neither. And I'm not trained and qualified to know exactly how to do that either. And I don't want to
Yeah.
be. I don't want to work in that
No,
industry. Like you say, it's an extreme. Like me and you are all about balance and actually just living life to make you feel your best and just
mm,
moving your body to, yeah, so that you can stay strong and healthy, longevity. It's not about
absolutely. And like getting yourself out, like having a wider, wait, what am I trying to say? Um, not containing yourself into like one room and actually doing all this stuff so you can go out and enjoy the world rather than being like, oh well, my knees hurt so I can't do this, like, oh this hurts so I can't join in with that. And you're like confining yourself to a small bubble, whereas we want to get you out there doing things, seeing things, eating good food and
mm,
experiencing life, being healthy and having good health on the side of that as well.
yes, that makes sense. Absolutely.
Because I
Yeah.
think there's a thing in the news this week, actually. I'm going a little bit off topic, but not. The average lifespan is 60.
For who?
60 for men and women, right? It was like 60.4 it came up saying the other day.
What, in the
It's
UK?
saying people, yeah, and that's places I think it was Richmond in London was one of the highest things, and it was something like men at 70 and women at 69 or something like that. Like I was like, hang on, retirement age is 67 and the average across the UK people get into is 60.
Average life expectancy, 60.
Here we go. Hang on.
Because I randomly I was looking this up on ChatGPT because when I was away in Bali, obviously there's a lot of poverty there. So I was intrigued to know what the life expectancy was in the UK compared to Bali. And it was definitely, I'm sure it was like 80s, whereas Bali was
You
like,
Okay, so it says here, UK healthy life expectancy falls by 2 years in the past decade. Um, da, 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 da. So over the past decade, healthy life expectancy has dropped by around 2 years to just under 61 for both men and women. The UK is one of only five of the richest 21 countries to decline, and its fall was the second steepest.
it can't be 61. Surely not.
It says here in England, Richmond in London had the highest rates. So 69 for men and 70 for women. In comparison, in Blackpool, it's 51 for men, and in Hartlepool, it was 51 for women. London was the only region that saw an improvement. And
That's
then it says
weird.
here, yeah,
But then
60.9 and 60.7.
if you look
Apparently, it was on the news
more,
yesterday.
then it says UK male life expectancy. life expectancy at birth 79.1. Don't know. Hmm, interesting. That's not what I saw the other day, but don't know then.
Well, yeah, my client mentioned this
Life
morning. Apparently, it was on the news
expectancy
yesterday. So,
82.06. Apparently it was 82, but then 81. So I'm not sure where they're getting this 60 from. But anyway, interesting.
wow, that's what she said. It was on the news yesterday. So, yeah, no, who knows? But yeah, not great.
No, that isn't great. If it is if it is that low, that's really low.
That's mental.
Yeah,
You retire at 67, and people, a lot of people, obviously, it's worse in poorer backgrounds, but a lot of people aren't even getting to that.
no.
So, what you're saving up all your money for what? To die
Well,
early and not spend it.
yeah, that's very, very true. It's very true.
Anyway, weights over cardio. Do both. Your life expectancy will be better.
Do both because like the weight training is going to help to keep your bones and your muscles strong. It's going to help you able to lift things. You're going to be able to just like be more functional, be more mobile. And then cardio is going to help to keep your heart healthy, but also you're going to be able to go out and do walks and things like that. So like ultimately, actually, yeah, the best combination is to do a bit of both. And when we say cardio, like doesn't have to be going out and doing runs and things like that. And actually, running a lot is high intensity, and that could put more pressure and stuff in your joints. But going on bike rides, going out, doing a bit of cross trainer, actually, going out for long walks, things like that, like they're all, they're all the good things. And I always just look at my nan and just think, she's 86 and she's always walks and it's a non-negotiable. And I'm sure I've said in the podcast before, but like she is still going out for her daily walks, an hour, whatever. And she doesn't do weight training because that wasn't really a thing when, she was, it wasn't really a thing, was it, for women during her lifetime? But she can still go out and do that because she won't give in. She's like, I will not give in to getting older and I will staying active. And I think it's just so inspiring to see that. And there's other people, like clients that I know, friends that have got parents or grandparents, and they can barely move off of the sofa because they just aren't active. So I think the more active you are, the more you keep that up, the better you're probably going to live longer for starters, but then you're going to be feeling better as you get into like your 70s and 80s if you get there, hopefully. Hopefully not to 60, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And there was also this other study of like, when do you actually slow down? Because like people get to like their anything over 30, really, and they're like, oh yeah, but I'm old now. Like I'm slower. I'm this. Like
Yeah.
I slow down. Blah blah. I'm like thinking, oh Jesus, wow, I'm doing more than I ever did because I'm actually running. I'm getting paid 90 minutes a week, so I'm definitely doing more than I've ever done.
Yeah.
Anyway, the actual age of starting to slow down is mid 70s.
That's so interesting, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you actually take it and look at it properly, that's when your body will start to slow down. Like obviously, if you've like given up and you don't do exercise and you don't do anything, then you're gonna feel like you've slowed down. But actually, your body will keep going as long
Yeah.
as you keep it going.
I think that's the thing, like, and people, I hear it so often now, and it is once you get into your 30s, and then it's like everyone in the 30s, 40s, 50s, like, oh, you'll notice it when you get to my age, you'll feel it. Oh, I really notice this. But I feel like it's almost like, and I know I'm only like 33, so I can't say what I'm going to be like in my 40s and 50s and stuff, but I feel like it's almost that belief though. And when you start to believe those things, then you actually start to feel it and it actually starts to come true because you said to yourself, oh, I'm 45 now and my body's given up on me. I'm getting old. So I'll just give in to the fact that that's the way I think it's going. And then it does happen. Whereas actually, if
Mm,
you're like, well, yes, my body is a little bit older now, but it doesn't mean that I have to just say, well, it's time to give up. Like,
no.
because you can still do so much. You can still, I know you've got your client in your 70s, like you can still be doing your weight training, you still be doing, like I said, my nan's in her 80s going for an hour walk each day. There's people our age that aren't doing that kind of exercise. And it's
Mm,
like, oh, well, it's like, no, everyone can be doing it. of course, certain circumstances of disabled things like that, but like generally the healthy human being can go and do those things. So
Yeah,
it is a lot about mindset as well, isn't it? What you tell yourself. And I think
100%.
the
Yeah,
excuses that people make, and actually you got to stop making excuses and just do stuff sometimes.
100%. No, I agree with that 100%. Yeah, my client, she's nearly 80 and she can get down up and down off the floor quicker than most people that I know.
Yeah, because she's doing it, and she's
Yeah,
committed, and she's doing the exercise with you. So
yeah.
it's
And
she's
she's determined. She's got the
yeah.
mindset of like, I want to do it. So like obviously I told the story on one of the podcasts about her losing her sight in one eye. Like she had a massive setback. Like she had to go in the care home for a bit. I went to the care home and trained her because she was like, I need to be strong. Like she would be napping or when I turn up, right? And then she'd be like, just give me 2 minutes. I'm like, yep, okay. And then she'd bring herself around and then we just sit there for a bit. And then we get the resistance bands out and we do some stuff because she's like, I need this. Like, I need this to recover. I need this because otherwise I'm not going to get out of here.
Mm,
Um,
that's amazing,
and
isn't it?
now,
That
absolutely
commitment.
incredible.
Yeah.
100%. But now, what this weekend just gone, so we're April. So this happened to her last July. Um, and April, so she'd been looking up her condition online. It said, "Oh, expect to do half of what you used to do, blah blah." And she was getting down about it. I was like, "Don't. That is a guideline. That doesn't mean that's going to happen for you.
Mm.
Like your mindset is so like I want to do these things." So she always would wild camp, go hiking, and all this. So she's been told by the rheumatologist, right, walk, hike, just take all your information with you, know where the nearest hospital is. If you need someone, at least you have all your stuff with you and they know what's going on. Right. She was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Okay. So this weekend, she went, she doesn't drive anymore, but she gets buses and trains to places. So she got the train to Petersfield and then got on the bus and then went somewhere else. She needed help at a certain point, and this woman helped her. She told her a story, and she's like, "Oh, come with me for a bit." So she did 22,000 steps. So I don't know how long the walk was. She didn't say. Anyway, 22,000 steps. Stayed in a hostel, booked a night in a hostel. That's the first time she's booked a night away since being in the care home last year. And then the next day did a second walk of 15,000 steps and then came home.
Wow.
And she's nearly eight, I think she's 80 this year, on her own, blind in one eye, like, but she was so determined to get back to walking that was her aim for this month. She just wanted one night away, two consecutive long walks to see how she'd feel.
Yeah.
And then she could decide whether she would do something a bit longer or not. But she's so determined, and I just think that's like incredible.
That is incredible.
And she does a mix of like cardio and weights. So she does a lot of strength training
Yeah.
like to keep her strong, her bones strong, because being on steroids and stuff can make your bones crumbly anyway. And obviously, if you're a bit osteoporotic because they're after the menopause, blah, blah, blah. So she keeps strong by doing the weights. But she'll also say to me, we might be walking along. She's like, do you mind if I walk run? I'm like, you can put your poles out in front of you because she like has walking poles. Put your poles out in front of you, but yeah, that's fine. And I'll walk next to her and she'll just jog a little bit, then she'll walk a little bit, jog a little bit, walk a little bit, like
Mm.
just to get her heart rate up. And she's like, oh, I feel so alive. And I'm like, yeah, you're so incredible. Like,
That is so incredible. It is though, isn't it? Like I was thinking, my nan's got arthritis as well, and she gets a lot of pains and cramps and things like that. But she's like, she even says it, as soon as I stop, that'll be it. I won't be able to
mm,
do anything and I'll be in so much pain. And it's like she's
mm,
determined to just keep going. I think mentally as well, it's like a bit of a routine, and it's good, obviously, get out in the fresh air and it's something to do and things like that. But ultimately, in the mind, it's like I'm not gonna let my body give up. I'm
mm,
determined. It's it's that mindset. If you've got that mindset, then you're gonna keep going.
yeah. And again, with the arthritis, I've got like a couple of clients, and they always say that they're like, actually, since I've been doing stuff, yes, it might hurt when I first start walking, but once I get into it, I feel better. Like
Mm,
my knees don't hurt as much or my hip doesn't hurt as much. She's like, or they'll go, I can go to a certain point and then I'm like, right now I need to rest.
yeah,
Like, but without doing the strength training or the walking and stuff, they're like, if I just sit all day, it's a million times worse.
yeah. Well, it is like I don't have arthritis, but I know that if I don't move my body, I will get aches and pains and I'll feel like achy and I
Mm,
just won't feel great. But if I'm moving, I feel so much better. And
mm,
that's just from generally, just being a normal human being. And it's, yeah, just move your body in some kind of way, doing your cardio and doing your weights. And it's going to help prevent the aches and pains and all of those things. There's so many benefits to it, but if you're not sure where to start with weight training, I think, yes, it costs a bit of money to get a PT, but if you can get a PT like in a gym, do it just to start with, so you can get the form right, so you know you're not going to get injured. And then you could always follow a plan of a PT online or something like that, or once you kind of know what to do. But like to start with weight training, because then you're also going to go into the gym if you like going to gym, and you're going to know you're not going to feel intimidated. You're not going to feel like, oh, I don't know how to use that, because they can show you how to use all of those things. And you're investing into the rest of your life, like you're investing into being able to get up off the floor, being able to look after yourself, being able to have strong muscles, strong bones, be able to lift your Tesco bags from the car, like all of these things. Yes, you might invest a few £100s to start with, but that's the investment into the rest of your life. Like I think that's what people forget about health is like, oh no, I can't spend money on that. But it's like you're literally like your health is like literally the most important thing in your whole entire life. If you haven't got your health, like what do you have? And I feel like it is a big thing in this country that people don't want to invest into their health. But
mm.
like if you don't and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what you're doing, nutrition, exercise, anything wise, you're just setting yourself up to be in pain, to be unhealthy, to probably be on load of medication, all of these things as you get older. So
Yeah.
I don't know, like it just baffles me. I know I've kind of got off into a bit of a tangent, but
Mm.
because I just feel like as soon as you say investment, people start to go, oh, I'm not going to spend money on that. But it's like, well, you're happy to spend however much on 5 bottles of wine in the week and going out and having two dinners and a takeaway, but you're not willing to like support yourself into the rest of
Yeah,
your life to feel good. It's just,
absolutely. Willing to invest in a car.
yeah,
The car will get you places, 100% opens up your life because you go places. But if you're not healthy enough to get in that car and drive that car, like, why would you not invest in yourself too?
yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's a massive thing.
The thing is,
100%.
is like, I think with strength training and stuff as well, it's not an instant thing, is it? You don't see the instant
No,
results.
no.
And that's a lot of things, and that's a lot about health as well, is like it's not instant. It gets better over time. And I
Hmm.
think that's why we all want instant gratification, don't we? We want that instant dopamine hit, we want those instant results.
Yeah. And it's not going to happen. And I always say that to people when they sign up. I'm like, this is 12 weeks. However, this is the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, we can't sort everything out in 12 weeks.
No.
Like, you got to
No.
keep going with this. You have to keep going with this. Like, minimum of a year at least, like, to start really noticing stuff, especially on yourself. You're not going to notice it straight away.
Yeah.
Like, there might be little things on the way, and you go, oh, yeah, I can do that now, or I can do that now. But, like, you also have to be in tune with yourself to realize those things. But yeah, you can't just change things. Like, say people want a 6 week plan, 8 week plan. Oh, 8 weeks to get shredded. Oh my God, like it takes longer than that. And then once you get shredded, are you going to stay there, or are you just going to go back doing what you did before? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So like you say, it's not instant. It's a forever thing.
Mhm. And if you value your health, if you value what the rest of your life looks like, and you value wanting to feel good and not get diseases and all those kind of things, then and you value yourself, then you know investing into those kind of things is probably the way forward. But if you don't value yourself, then maybe it's not, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You do what you do. You what you want to do. It's your money at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm going hard today, all right? I'm
Yeah,
tired,
someone's jet
I'm
lagged.
hormonal, and I'm just telling you how it is. So, but no, I do think, yeah, like we say, resistance training a couple of times a week doesn't need to be crazy hours and hours long, 20, 30 minutes. working your full body, doing that, start with a PT or look at something online, but get some kind of guidance to start with so you know what you're doing. Then you can have a little bit of a plan. Do that, create that as a system in your life. Do a little bit of cardio, find something you enjoy. Maybe it is a class at the gym, maybe it is going for, I don't know, a spin class, whatever it is, a Zumba class, whatever. And then doing walking as well, like walk each day, walk every single day, mostly. Again, it doesn't
Yeah.
need to be hours and hours, but walking is like amazing for you. So doing that.
Yeah.
And again, that is achievable. If you say to yourself, I can walk 30 minutes every single day, do two 20-minute weight training, and maybe go and do one cardio class. Like that's not crazy. That's manageable to fit into
Hmm.
most people's lives, even when you
Yeah.
have kids or really stressful job, things like that. Like say you're doing three 20-minute classes and a 30-minute walk, like most people could probably fit that in somewhere.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just planning it, isn't it? If you're not, it, yeah, planning it, looking at your week, and mostly being consistent. Like if, I said this to someone in the week, like the people that go all out for a month, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, and then stop doing it because they've gone too hard. They've tried to do five every week and they give up because they can't do 5 workouts a week.
Mm,
They are not going to win over the people that do two 20-minute sessions a week forever.
yeah,
Or even if you think, okay, maybe I'll do three, or next week I can only do two, and then next week I can do three, and then next week I might only be able to do one. That's still better than those that are going hard and then just don't do anything for months.
absolutely.
Because weeks don't look the same every week. Mine and your week don't look the same every week. One week this month I did 3 sessions, then the next week I did two, then I did three. This week I can get in three,
Yeah,
or two, but that doesn't mean I go, oh, I only fit in two, so there's no point. Well,
no,
there is point.
yeah.
Those 2 sessions are still going to help me.
You're always better off doing two sessions than doing no sessions. You're always better off doing something over nothing. Always.
Mm,
Like last week, I think I did one workout because I don't even know how many I did, but it wasn't that many because I wasn't feeling great. But it doesn't mean that, oh, well, I'm never going to go training again now, or I'm only going to do, it's just like, that's
mm,
just what it was last week. And this week, I
yeah.
might not do as many as well because I've come on my period and I'm really jet lagged. So winning for me, So I'll probably like take it easy this week. I don't know. I'm just gonna see how I feel day to day. And today I went out for a walk with Fred, and then I'll see how I feel for the rest of the week. But again, I'm not gonna kick myself. Like I'll just maybe I'll do two workouts, maybe I'll do one, and then I'll probably get back to doing three next week. Or maybe I'll do
Mm,
four next week. But yeah,
who knows?
who knows?
But you're not going to give up just because
No,
you've had 2 weeks where you can't do as much.
exactly. Exactly. Anyway, should we wrap that up for today?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope you found that helpful in some way or another. If you need a bit of extra help or guidance in any of these things, then feel free to reach out to us. On our, we both can help you. So on our socials, you can email us at fitgirlswhoeat93@gmail.com.
Yep.
And yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Yeah, we will. Well, I don't know about seeing you in the next one, but yeah, we'll
You know
pretend
what
you're
it is?
there in the next one.
On
What?
YouTube, they always say that. Look forward to or something like that. And then I always think to myself, that doesn't make any sense because you're not seeing us. So I think I just copied them. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
We're not going to see you, but you can
no,
hear
but
us. I hope
yeah,
you look
look
forward to
forward.
hearing us in the next one. There you go.
Absolutely, indeed. Anyway, adios.
See you later.